Good evening. This is about almost the seventh night. What I want to show you about the name of Jesus and the reason for Jesus is there the way it goes. The man's name is with a J. It is a total of 10. When you have a total of 10, you automatically need a finger to go up. A finger must go up when you have 10. When you have 10, you have two holes. When you have two holes, you have 6 and 5 and 6 and 5. Why do you have that 10 and 6 and 5? I'm going to explain to you. The 5 is your palm. You have one palm, two palms, three palms. You put this finger up, this finger up, this finger up. This finger is the total of the other three fingers. 1, 3, and 5. 1 and 5 is 6. This one is number 3 from both sides. It becomes 6 and 5. You have 6 and 5, 11. This doesn't make a difference, but the 15 tells you. The 15 tells you you now have two parts. You must have 4. We must have 4. We need 4. That's why when we play the piano, center C is center C. A, B, C, jump over D. A, B, C, jump over D. A, B, C, jump over D. But instead of doing it that way, go A, B, C, D, jump, and write number 1, number 2, number 3. But as you write 1, 2, and 3, you write 1. This one is 2, so add this one and this one together. This one is 3, so add all these 3 together. And then you go 4. Now you add all these 4 together, and you go jump. 1, 2, no, excuse me, you do the 3, and the D is all alone. 4. 1, 2, 3, 6, 4. 1, 2, 3, 6, 4. 1, 2, 3, 6, 4. 1, 2, 3, 6, 4. 1, 2, 3, 6, 4. 1, 2, 3. And you get right to the end of the piano, and it's going to give you numbers, and it's going to be perfect because it's going to show you certain numbers, and the numbers that show up are going to be the numbers of Jesus. The same numbers I'm able to show you out of his name of Jesus is the same numbers that will come up in the piano, is if you play it on the days of the week, where you choose yourself a Wednesday, you go to Tuesday, you go to Monday, you go to Sunday, you go to Wednesday, you go to Thursday, you go to Thursday, you go to Friday, you go to Saturday. It's 3, 1, and 3. When we want to calculate time, time is calculated as 6, 1, and 3. 6 days, 1 day, and 3 days. There's no more than actually 72 days in the year, but because number 4 is in 4 different corners, 72, 72, 72, 72, we have 288 of the Mayan, 288 times 125, which is 5 times 5 times 5. Then we go to the center world. In the center world, we get another 72 degrees, but we need an entrance and an exit. We need 2 sides to move east and west. We have to understand that man must install his heart, and his heart is the Rubik's Cube. It takes a total of 5.25 days. How do I know? Because 21 quarters is $5.25. You start off 1 step back on this side, 1 step back on that side. You have 3 feet. If you only can count 3 feet, step back this way, step back that way, there's a distance of 2. Since there's a distance of 2 and you're 2 away, now you have 4 and 4 on each side. So the piano will go A, B, C, and D, E, F, G, and mark, H, I, A, G. Then you'll go A, B, and mark, and you'll continue on 1, 2, 3, and it will show you numbers if you understand me. So this is the world. This is J and E. Why? Because here's 5 and here's 5. Here's a nipple. That's all I can do is squeeze a nipple with one hand. I can squeeze a nipple with another hand. But if I take it off of this one, I can't squeeze this one, so I need 2 hands. This one values at 15, and this one values at 15. Since this one is 15 and 15, then what would be the value of this one? This one is valued at 1 and 9, because this is the size of the football. It's yellow, and it goes from here, excuse me, it says 5 and 9. 5 and 9 in this house, but 5 and 9 in this house. E-I-E-I. Oh, in the big scheme of things, this one goes to here, this one goes to here. You see him sitting on the football? He's got his foot on the football. He's looking at his friend this way, and this way. You know why? Because when you're a triangle and you each sit next to each other, you'll all fit in. And you won't be looking, if you were a square, you'd be looking a different way. Looks nice, eh? You see this over here? Look, it's an I, and there's an X on it. Look at it. It's the letter R, angel resident. You see the R on it? You see the actual R on it? That's all it takes to make an R, is to tie up. You tie up a dot. Every time you tie up a dot, and there are 4 dots. So you 4 dots, and the R letter is 18. You have 2 R letters per dot. You got 36 times 4. 36, 36, 72. 36, 108, 36, 144, 144 hours in a day. Because you got to hold these dots, because in these dots go little computers. And then it brings all these vines all the way to a major computer, and then it hooks up to you. 20, 40, 60, 80, and then U21, 101. Computer mind 101. I have to slow down. There's so much that I see, and 2002 times 47 equals 9494. Why 9494? 2002. Why 2002? Because 50 times 500 times 40, and that's all you can go because of the football field. There's 10, 10, 10, and 10. 40. The rest is 5, 5, 5, 5, and 5. There's only 4 10-yard markers on your side of the field. That is the reason. Now, I was trying to calculate another thing, 47 times 47. I didn't know what that was, but I figured out that Moses, born in 2209, that means his reflection, okay, because Jesus and then Noah was riding the water world, telling us about the other side. So now we take Noah, and we take Moses, and we go 2,209 for both of them. Okay? 2,209 for both of them. $47 is time. Why is it time? Because in order to start the game, when you come onto the field, okay, you just can't come onto the field through the door. You have to jump. So if you jump, you're a fish. If you're a fish, you're the first part of the creation. You're the swim. You're the worm. You're the sperm. 3 times 3 is 9. 9. But in order to go through a hoop, fish has got to go through a hoop. A hoop is 4. You need 4 corners. That way you can lay them where you are. Don't worry about this. This is a hard dot. This is what you pin up to. This is your electromagnetism. Okay, it's a gum. You put gum on it. You put gum on the gum pole. This is the finish line. Finish, Gump, Worsley line, Minnesota North Stars. Here's your 2002, just after 9/11. Times 47, which is time. 49, 49, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 6 times 4 is 24. 6 times 4, that's what these owe, because there's 4 on the playing cards when you're playing. You see the 4, right? The 5, the 4 and the 7 are almost alike, because the 5 card has a dot in the center. But the 6 is like the 7, and the 4 is almost like the 6, because in the 6 card, the 4 covers 4 of the 6 corners. So there's 2. The 7 covers the 7 covers all of the corners. So there's only 2. So 2002 by 47, and this is the Einstein theory. 7 times 4, 7 plus 4 equals 11. And then you have to go 1776 all the way down to 111 times 17. 9 and 4 is 13. 9 and 4 is 13. What do we get over here? Over here, because we're 2 in this world and 2 in this world, only a 5 goes to the center over here. 2 to the left, 2 to the right. So we're going to put a 5 because it's Hawaii 5-0. 5. This one goes up. I'm up. I don't see anybody. Whoop, here he comes. Here he comes. Put your finger down. It's not nice. So now we have 5. So 5, since it's 5, anything you multiply by 5, 5 by 90 is 450. 5 by 20, 5 by 40, or 4 is 20. 450 and 20 is 470. The exact same thing. It would be 470. So then you would go 475. Oh no, it's three numbers. You go 478. Yeah, you have the 4, you have the 7, you need the 8. You don't need the 6. The 6 is lost inside the 8. The 6 is lost inside the 7. But if you don't have the 8, you don't have the creation power. You don't have the II, the CC. The CC, senor, you have 478. 478 is October 4th. October of the 4th. 11 years later, 12 years later of the two dice, you have 2014 of October 4th. 4 by 7 is again the same theory. 4 by 7 is 28 because Jesus made the whole 8 marbles work out. I'm not working it on this time. I'm working this on Jesus. Jesus made the whole 8 miles work out. 2, 4, 6, 8. Jesus had the cross. Jesus had the cross, so he was the 8. So that's why we're going to put in the 4 worlds, we have the 8. So right away, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to try to look. First, let me add this, 4418. Now, if we go 4418, we didn't finish this because I'm not saying 470. I can just go 47. Or I can go 47 times a half again. But we're not. If I go 47 times a half, I get 23, and that's how it all began. 2, Harry met Sally. H and S. Harry met Sally. 478. 4 by 7 is 28. 28 days of the moon. 4 by 7 is 28. 8 by 28 is 160, and 64 is 224. Add 1, 225 is 2 eggs jumping into the world. 2 palms. Why? Because there's 1 dot of birth on yours. There's 2 palms. We come to 224. 224 is 2 palms. You take 1 palm and you take the other palm. This goes into the center. 3 times 8 is 24. And 38 is creation of heaven, CH. Creation of heaven, CH, Christ. The R is the angel resident. The R is the angel resident, number 18. The S and T is 39 in Christ, which is the 7 and 4. Because when you write Christ out, look what it looks like. But now I'm gonna draw it so it comes together. What does it look like? What is the design? I can't tell myself. It looks like 15. I can't tell, but once you have this finger through, right? Once you have this finger through, you got this way or this way to go. You put the finger through, the disc sits on your hand. You see the way it sits on your hand? You see the way it's positioned, how perfect it's positioned over here? 1 for 1 for 1. 2 on one side, but the other ones are not doing anything. But these are your holder. This is your life. This is goes. This is what it is. So whatever this sign means, my friend, you're holding up the disc, you're holding up the crowd. So now we're going to go back to CHRIST. 1 ST. This would be 1. This would be 1. This would be 5. Area 51. Mars. This one over here is a Y. The Y is 25. Do you know why it's a Y? Because the T, see the T? Once you move that T around, eventually it turns itself into a Y. So did I get it done here? No, it says, what does this say? It says something. I know it does. I just don't know what it is. 1, oh my God, here it is. Here, see the Y here? The Y has this long street here. Here's a Y. This is not an S, it's an R. It becomes an R. This S turns this T into an R, and this is the dog tail on the other side. It also says first, CH, creation, heaven of Christ. 1 S5 is 1 5. and the T is a Y in the road. So Y2K is actually all about the coming of the Christ. That's what it says in this. I am 100%. The other thing I wanted to mention was there was J. Where was that? How did I lose this? There was JJJ. JJJ. I don't know where it is. JJJ is 15. No matter what you do, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 equals 15. When you have JJJ, it's 15, 15, 15. So you would have this. 5 goes in the center, 5 goes in the center, 5 goes in the center. You have 8, 8. This is the way it works. It's just the way it works. Anyways, there's another thing here. See this here, like the target practice? Because you come into the world and you need a star to connect your over here computer, this computer, this computer. So you have 6 stars. So whatever this is, if you take this and the center, which is number, no longer, you see this was the 3 in the center that went through the hole. But on the 3, on this finger in the hole, they shove something in it or on it to make life happen. AC creation, some kind of element AC that they put on this hole that makes your life go on. I don't know how it works. I'm not sure if it's an expression, but it's a beanie. The dot, the final dot, you got to connect to something. You can't just shove it in the hole. So either they grab around you or they shove something in. They put a little hat on your finger like this, and now you have whatever gum they put on your finger. You're in the other world. The electric is all hooked up, and you're ready to go into this world. So you put this finger right up. And this finger is 3. This is the 3rd finger, or do you say, I got 5. I'm going to use this one. 5. 5 makes 10 for this one. 5. 5 makes 10 for this one. I got 10 on this side and 10 on this side. For this one, that makes 5. So if this makes 10, plus this is 5, this is 10, we have 15. I put this one back up. This is 5, this is 5. I take this 10, I put it to here. This one is 15. I have 15 and 15. Makes my hand 30. Now when you shove that dot up, wherever it goes, I'm not sure what the hole is worth, but they say it's beta heaven, and it's probably worth a whole lot more because it's the G point. And if it's the G point, all of a sudden it comes to start reflecting against the R again. I'm stopping this video. There's so much that's so hard to explain it all. It's just, believe you me, I'm going to tell you the way I see it. When this is the time, this is the time. There is one thing I want to see. I can't end it right now. The pearl is the cost of man. That's why man gets scratched. It's the pearl. And you know what the pearl says? Does anybody know anything about the pearl? It says number 28 for the pearl. And you have the 16. And not only that, the pearl, EAR is in the word. AR is in the word for Mars and Earth and the ear and Jesus putting his head to the side. 3 years jump. 3 years jump. Leap year. Cow jumped over the moon. Somebody didn't get into the Granger. But the feed is turning up to go to the top before man takes a look onto one world. Unless he takes a look onto the other worlds, where he puts out his mouth over here and it goes, "Arr, arr, arr." And now he's on top of the football field. He's up here in the middle of the post, the field goal post that's worth 3 because that's what he was worth because you put a finger up his ass. Soldier Field, Soldier Field. Thyroid, hemorrhoid. There's bacon strips. Remember, wherever there is bacon, right, or sausage links. The sausage links mean somewhere on your body is also, because don't forget, they took the pig to make us, okay? So somewhere on our body where the sausage link is, it means because there's an element that links. And wherever the bacon comes from, and whatever they have to say about the pig, we are connected with spirit in that domain. Another thing I wanted to show you. What do you think this is? It's a baby. All we need to do is crawl. Here's the baby's fingers going forward. 5 fingers and 5 fingers. Here's the baby's knees. 5, 0, 5, 0. And here he's dragging his back. He's dragging 10 behind. 5 and 5. 505, 505, 505, Levi's. Why Levi's? Because 12 is the wing. E is the E world. J-E, J-E, J-E. 5, 10, 15. 5, 10, 15. 5 plus you do another 5. So 5 and 10 is 15. Plus you do another 5. So that's 5 is 20. Now you have to add the whole thing to it. You add every single letter every time you make a move. Once you get to 15, you're going 5, 10, add back to 5. Then you're going to 15, add back to 10. That's the way you have to add. Je is 45. Excuse me, how did we get to 90? There's a way. 30, 30, 30. Why? It was twice. 15 and 15 is 30. Why? Because it's an X. It goes this way. The E is the passing. The J is the 10 with the 0 in it. It carries its own X. The J carries its own 4. How do I know? Because 1 and 2 create 3. And when 3 gets to 4, that's the fourth corner that you can put up your thing. But you don't only have to do it with the four corners. It also happens with the Y. But in the Y, it's not the same world. You put 4, you put 3 on 3, and you get 6. Then you put 3 on 3, 3 on 3. Then you put 4 on 3, and 4 on 3. And when you put 4 on 3, all you get is 3 or 4 because you only started with 3. So you have one open corner for something to come in and be used. So we have the baby crawling. So when this baby crawls, she crawls 1 foot, 1 hand, 5. Then she crawls 2 hands. No, she crawls 5. Then she pulls this corner one forward. This is 10. Then she pulls this one forward is 15. Pulls this one forward is 20. Pulls this one forward is 25. Pull this one forward is 30. Pull this one forward is 35. Pull this one forward is 40. Why? Because we have to pass the 0. You have to pass the knees. Once you get to the knees, you block the hole. So now you block the knees, you block the hole. But it's automatically like that. (27) and 14. One Rubik's Cube to the next Rubik's Cube. 1.5 times. Dartmouth, New Brunswick. I don't know why, but something's going on over there in Dartmouth, New Brunswick. 27 is the baseball, 9th inning. There's 27 outs. 14 is on the cross. That means when you get to your 14th, it means you've made one more out in the game, and you have only 13 outs to go. When you're on 13, the 13th guy is out. The 14th batter comes up. It's in the 5th inning. That's why you can call no rain delay in the 5th inning, because you're on the cross. So you have to wait till the 15th is end, so you get number 15. Because once you get number 15, you're an egg. And once you're an egg, you're a palm tree. And once you're a palm tree, you got something to stick up, and you can go into the world because it's a stick up. One Rubik's Cube to the next Rubik's Cube. 14 to 27 equals 41. Times 5 times 5 times 5, because this is the mug and dub it. All the O's go here. Why? Because there's an X here, and there's an exit here, and the exits of the 7th gate are closed. So this becomes 70, 70, 70, 70, 280. Then you run inside, it becomes 288. 1 and 6 plays inside. Why? Because it's the 5 position of the octagon. It's the 1's position space of the shape of the hexagon. And you took the 4 corners are out here. This would be 1, 2, 3, 4. Now you put 6 on the inside by creating an X. By creating 3 X's, 3 lines, you automatically create 6 spots. So 1 goes here, 1 goes here, 1 goes here. Can you see it? Anyways, it goes in there, and you automatically have your position. You put 1 line, you get two houses. You get 2 houses. You get 2, you get 4, you get 3, you get 6. 6 plus the 1 dot in the middle is 7. You're protected over here by zeros. All these zeros are 5 because you have 2 sides. All these zeros are 5 or 8. Here's 8, 8, 88. 8, 1 and 6 is 7, 8, 7, 8. 7, 8 is 15. 7 and 8 is 15 is 30. 7 times 8 is 56. And 56 is 112, and 30 is 142. That makes you the cat because that's the number of the cat. There's so many little things all over here. Um, I didn't get to do, I mean, this is the football field, and the football field, you can see where you got your Pepsi sign, but you got to remember on the football field that's 50-50, right? This is a quarter. This must be a quarter, because this, look at this, you see this? It's a square. You see this? It's a square. Don't count the end zones, because the end zones, you see how small they are? Because they're the seventh gate. You run out off the field through the end zone. It's the added on part. It's like going to a dock for a boat, and the dock is extended to the boat. That's why it's like that. It's the seventh gate. So this is 10 on one side. But if you curl this into a circle, and this end zone touches this end zone, okay, this would be 120. And that's what the number is. When you play the game of pool, it's 120, which ends at number 15, 1 through 15. But the minute you get 16, it becomes 136. This field, once it's over, it's A to O, okay? A to O equals to 120. The minute you get P, the one spirit of six, the one spirit of six is a field goal, is a touchdown with a single point. Once you get that, you get the winning of the game, and you get the letter P. And P is 136 as numbers when you add them up, and it is number 16. The 16th number in the alphabet, P, has 6, 1, and 3 in numbers as its calculation in the gematria tree. Gematria tree, it seems like Japan has something they know a lot more than us, but they have been closed in just like the rest of most of the world. Now, there's so many things I can do. I mean, I even know, where do you put 0? Why is not every 0? If you have 1, then your 0 is a 5. If you have 2, your 0 is a 6, a 4. If you have 3, your 0 is a 6. If you have 4, your 0 is an 8, because now you have to go 4 here, 4 there, 2 into this corner, 2 into this corner, 2 into this corner. So now we were talking about 4418, right? 4418. And I need to find it. You see, this is my problem. I lose things. How is everybody tonight? I found Moses's. Now, what was I looking for? I found Moses's, but I don't remember what I was originally looking for. But I'll find it. So, oh yeah, oh yeah. oh, how great can it be? I found it was on the same page. I doubled the time of Noah because of Moses. One was before the water, one was after the water. That's what we know. So I take 4418 and I must multiply 33 times 47, and that's Jesus. And 33 times 47 gives us 1,551. That's Jesus. Jesus, 33 times 47. Jesus is born in the year 3757. 37 plus 13, bar mitzvah, makes 50, you're in half field. 37 plus 13 equals 50, and now you're at midfield. And you know what's good about midfield? You're all friends because you're all standing on the same medallion. So 1551 and 4418 becomes 5959. No way. No way. Look at this. You tell me. You tell me. 47 by 47 twice. You have 4418. 1551 and 4418. 8 is 1 is 9. 1 and 5 is 6. 5. Wait, 5 is, let me see that again. Okay, let me just write it. 9. 5 and 1 is 6. 5 and 4 is 9. 1 and 4 is 5. So we come up with 5969. What it means is this one, okay, is the E-world element of the birth, which is inside of us. It's the 5. It's the electronics. Why? Because we have a stretched out arm. So we keep always to the electronics. But we're always just, no, excuse me, the 5 is inside the medallion. It's in the thousands. It's the medallion. The medallion, or it's the well, what's it called? 59 is one tail. 969. 9 and 6 is 15. 6 and 9 is 15. 9 times 6 is 54. 9 times 6 is 54. 9 times 6 is 54. 9 plus 6 is 15. 54 and 15 is 69. 54 and 15, so we have 69, 69. But let me do it the long way. We'll make it easier. Let's bring it to the 10 world, okay? Make the numbers a little smaller. 5, 1, 4, 1. 5, 1, 4, 1. That's a little bit better. When you have 5, 1, 4, 1, 5 doesn't have to count because it means it's in the center world. It's in the eye of the storm. It's in the eye of the storm. So let's not count it. But 1 for 1, that's exactly what it is. It's the 5 card, okay, with 1 dot in it. But it's not the 5, it's the 9 card. The 9 card's got 4 here, 1 here, 4 here. 1 times 4, first of all, it's DNA. 1 times 4, 1 plus 4 is 9. 1 times 4, 1 plus 4 is 9. Now you have 18. 18, 5 times 4, 9, and 9. And now you have 599. 5 times 9 is 45. 45 times 9, 45 times 9 is 360. And 45 is 405. Now 405 has to be 485. 485 is the spirit matrix. 4 times 85. 85 and 85 is 170. 85 and 85 is 170. 170 and 170 is 340. Once we have 340, we have 3 and 4 make 7. We have 3, 4, and 7. 3 times 47 reverts back to the same thing, same time. The gate of time for the mind of man inside the emptiness of Mars. Man comes in with an emptiness. Now I'm going to stop this, but there's a lot more to do. I still haven't done the piano yet. I showed you the medallion on the field, the hash marks. You have to count all the hash marks because you want to hear something funny. You have to see what you have to figure out who does what in animals. If you take every single hash mark or just the inside ones or whatever it is, take an animal and put it the hash mark, hash them, put a chicken on every single one and see them hatch because every time you throw a ball between the numbers, they always say something in football about something coming into life. What comes into life? 6, 1, and 3. What comes into life? 6, 1, and 3. Besides man. Is it a fish? Is it a shrimp? Because don't forget, it's 2 hands in 1. That football is 1 to 9. How do I know? Because you throw it with 1 hand. So it's 5, right? But this finger, it's all the fingers you use. So you add up all the fingers, it's 15. Right away, the ball becomes the je, becomes the I. Because your hand adds up, center finger 3 times 5 is 15. You can also call it the quarter on both sides for both teams. But you create the I. It has a different and more of a value to it. Okay? You're going to hit somebody down the field in the middle of the I. Your heaven is in between you and your man. Je is the eye of the football. Why? Because when you play pool or when you want to really take it, the football is not square. You cannot square off the football. You must square it off to understand it. So you have the eye of the football. When you put 1 hand on it, it's only 1 to 5. When you throw that ball, the guy catches it. He catches it, you throw it. So I'm just trying to think. So why I say it's the eye is because when you pass it through a hoop, which is in the middle of the air, what happens is your 1 to 9 is the 1 to 9 as like playing pool. The 1 stripe with the 9 yellow ball. It makes 10. You still use J, then you get A, and then you get I. It says I have it, I have it, I have it. That's what it makes. So maybe it makes 15 because the je quarterback that throws the ball, okay, he's number 15, and then your hand. So 15 is the quarterback, or is he a quarterback, or is he the quarter? Is he the quarter? Quarterback. The ball is 9 times 3 equals 27. Why is the ball 9 times 3? Because there's 3 parts of pigskin on it. Each part is 9. Each part, if it was 1 to 9, it'd be 9, 9, and 9. When the quarterback sells the ball, because he's in this world, he's in half the world. Because he's on a full court, but he only gets to be half the team, he has to be shut out to be 1 of 4. So he becomes the quarter. So the quarter is the quarterback, and then he gets 27 for passing the ball. With the ball, he's a total of 52. 52 is the center waterfall by Hoover Dam. And 5 and 2 is Venus. And it's, hey, you can look up, hey, what's going on? Because you're in the 5 hole, you're in the 50 position, 2 and 5. Man in 5, okay, because man is 6. Well, man is 6 more 8 than anything else. So now you have 52 and 52, and Earth and Mercury and Mars. Mars and Earth, total the number count for Mercury. They equal each other because of the reversal of the moons. 2 moons on Mars, 1 moon on Earth. 28 days for the Earth moon, but Mars is 57 and 114. Because Mars having 2 moons, and the number of the moon is 57, that means they have 114, and that counts right away for Abraham. Raphael 7286 in the constellation of Pegasus. This night ends very soon. Thank you for watching. Ask me anything. It's got to go slow. I'm only one person. It doesn't mean whether or not I know what I'm talking about. You may be watching this and say, what the hell is this guy talking about? But I'm sure if you get to the 36 minutes, either you jumped all the way to the end, you say he was nuts at the beginning, he's still nuts at the end. Always carry them nuts, eh? That's what I was told in one of my dreams. Your sex organs and your nuts and your hips and where the bacon lies is where God placed his big surprise, and that was the matrix system inside of us. So nothing can be manipulated more than letting yourself be manipulated in the mind, and that means over a grand period of time, everybody seems to believe the other thing. Thank you for watching, and like I said, oh no, I can't end it. I missed something. Sorry, I can't end it. Thank God. So what happens is we came to 5969, right? '47 is 41 because man came into the world as 6. But when you come in on Monopoly to the world for the first time, you start on number 41. You start on 41, but your first roll is 3 and 3 for Christ. 47, take away 6 is 41. Add 41 to this number. 2209, 2209, 1551 of Jesus, and 41 makes 6,000 years of history. There's another way to do this also, even though if we take out this part over here, we change it up with Barack Obama, and it brings us to the exact date. 43 Barack Obama times 47. 47 times 47 Moses. Jesus, 33 his number, times 47. Add them all up and tell me what you got. If you're missing, if you have 7 too much than the year, it must be because you're still at the 7th gate, still waiting and knocking at the door. Raphael 7286. From the horses in heaven, from the men around the world and around the globe who really have let everybody know what is going on in this world. If you think there is something wrong with anything I said, if you think that my sanity is insane, let me know. I would like to know what you think. This is what you think and only what you think, and I tell you not to do what you should not do. Do as you wish on your own side. I have done mine. Thank you for watching.